Early morning in the garden, the first person to see the risen Jesus was Mary Magdalene. After finding his tomb empty and believing his body had been stolen, she stood outside weeping. She saw a man she initially mistook for a gardener until he spoke her name, Mary. Recognizing him immediately, she ran to tell the other disciples, though many did not believe her. Shortly after, Jesus appeared to a group of women returning from the tomb. They fell at his feet and worshipped him. The road to Emmaus. Later that afternoon, two followers were walking to the village of Emmaus, discussing the recent events in Jerusalem. Jesus joined them, but they were prevented from recognizing him. As they walked, he explained how the scriptures had foretold the Messiah's suffering and glory. It was only when they sat down for a meal and he broke bread that their eyes were opened, and he instantly vanished. Behind locked doors, that evening, the disciples gathered in a locked room, paralyzed by fear. Suddenly Jesus stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." To prove he was not a ghost or a spirit, he showed them the scars on his hands and side, invited them to touch him, and even ate broiled fish in their presence. Thomas, who was missing from this first meeting, famously doubted the news until Jesus appeared again 8 days later, specifically inviting Thomas to touch his wounds. Breakfast by the sea in Galilee, 7 disciples went fishing but caught nothing all night. At daybreak, a man on the shore called out to them to cast their nets on the other side. When they did, the nets were so full of fish they could barely pull them in. Recognizing the Lord, Peter jumped into the water to reach him first. Jesus had already prepared a charcoal fire and served them breakfast of bread and fish. Final appearances and ascension. Before ascending into heaven, Jesus was seen by over 500 people at once on a mountain in Galilee. His brother James, who had previously been a skeptic. All the apostles together one last time near Bethany, where he gave them the Great Commission and ascended into the clouds. Saul of Tarsus, Paul, who saw a blinding light and heard Jesus' voice on the road to Damascus.